Hi everyone, I'm Michael Manrique and I'm one of the Habit Guys. We teach realtors prospecting habits so they finally become top producing agents. And welcome to the Realtor Habits Podcast, where agents don't need more stuff, they need better habits. Before we get into today's episode, I want to let you know this episode is brought to you by our Habit Guys free Facebook group. We all want to prospect consistently and be more organized. Well, to do that, you need to think, do, and act like a top producer. Watch us prospect live and teach you every week for free how to get more expired listings, FSBOs listings, how to connect with your sphere, learn what to say over the phone to not sound salesy, but instead make friends. Learn the highs and lows that come with prospecting and get to ask questions in real time and get answers to those questions. All you have to do is visit us at www.habitguys.com/Facebook. Again, that's habitguys.com/Facebook, and learn all the skills top producers use in their day-to-day business. If you know anyone that can gain value from this podcast episode, please do us a huge favor and share it with them. We're here to help as many realtors as possible, and we appreciate your help to do so. All right, let's get into today's episode. Today's episode is called Start Your Day Right. So when you start your day, and I'm speaking to those agents that are out of integrity, right? That with prospecting, or really, it should be prospecting. It should be the bread and butter of your business, relationship maintenance, finding you, building new relationships, connecting with prospects. That should be a foundational practice, a habit that you should have, right? So if you're not in congruence with the expectation that you have when it comes to prospecting, I need you to listen up, because it could be very much so due to how you literally start your day. I was having a conversation with a student about their morning routine, and one of the things that they mentioned was if they don't do something at a specific time, then it's just not going to happen. How many of you listening to this right now can resonate with that, and it reminds you of something maybe you're going through, right? If I don't go to the gym at a certain time, if I don't, have my coffee at a certain time, then everything else falls apart. And so this is really what I want to talk about today, because the question that we want to have in mind is, what are you focusing on when you wake up? Are you being pulled in a direction that is ultimately going to lead to the outcomes that you want, prospecting? Or are you being pulled in a direction where it doesn't lead to the outcomes that you want? Specifically, this kind of like perfectionist type of rationalization. If things don't happen in a certain order, that means my day is ruined. That means I can't prospect. So let's talk about this. What are you focusing on when you wake up? What determines what you do when you wake up? And again, I'm speaking to those people that are out, or those agents that are out of integrity with what they ultimately know they should be doing. They probably speak to their friends or family members or colleagues about what they should be doing, and they just don't have an answer. The answer is this. What are you focusing on when you wake up? Are you focusing on something specific, direct, something that's actionable? Or do you wake up and whatever is in your environment, whatever you feel takes precedence, takes a hold of you, and you just go with the flow? Yeah, you kind of know more or less. Oh, I'm going to go have some coffee, or I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to exercise. We say these general things, experiences that we kind of walk through like zombies. But does that process help you get to prospecting consistently each day? The answer is no. Okay, I'm going to just tell you what the answer is, because this isn't just a realtor thing. So, this is a human thing, right? So if you to actually look at the most successful people in history, they are very intentional. They wake up and they know exactly what they're focusing on. They know exactly what they have to do, where they have to go, what they have to accomplish. And then they eventually track the progress that they're making, regardless of what it is. In your case, you should be tracking your prospecting effort. And this is really important, because if you are hearing this for the first time, this might be the first time that you're beginning to become self-aware as to the impact that our environment has on what we do, and ultimately on who we become, on accomplishing our goals. And this is where the way that you start your day has a direct impact on who you become. So fundamentally, how are you starting your day? And what do you have to do to start it right? All comes down to, what do you focus on from the moment you wake up? And what will happen over time, if you do have a list of actions that get you to prospecting each morning, which is your intention, over time, you will then begin to build the habit, the same kind of randomness, but it isn't so random, right? This general idea where I wake up and I go to the bathroom and I brush my teeth, and I go and I have breakfast, and I work out, and I do stuff. Over time, it's going to be the same thing, except it's all going to be actions that are very specific that get you to prospecting consistently. And when people ask you, hey, how'd you transform yourself? How did you get yourself to prospect consistently? They're going to say, oh, I just do it. Oh, I just wake up, and then I eat breakfast, and then I work out. I go to the gym, and then after that I come home. And it sounds the same. This is the thing, right? This is what I want you to recognize. It sounds the same. The difference is that it's specific in the way that your experience, in the way that you execute the plan, because it's a list of steps that you follow regardless of what your environment is, regardless of how you feel, because at the end of the day, for you to be the successful agent you want to be, those are the steps that you have to follow. Now, if you want to understand how to create this step-by-step system and learn how to start your day right, and stop, with the excuses, and stop feeling like you don't have answers to this process, I want to encourage you to go to our masterclass, which is happening next Wednesday. Go to HabitGuys.com, wait about 5 seconds, and you should be prompted to register for our masterclass, which is all about starting your day right and building that morning ritual to get you to prospecting consistently, so you can make the money, so you can provide for your family, so you could have the lifestyle and financial freedom that you're after. All right. Again, go to HabitGuys.com and watch and register for that masterclass, so you can finally start your day right and start making the difference that you want to do. All right, so there you have it. That wraps up this episode. In closing, here is the missing piece to your business. It's accepting that when you know better, you do not necessarily do better. You do better when you change your habits. Let us help.